Hey air signs, welcome back to my channel. This is Jen with Lighthouse Oracle, and I'm bringing you the energy forecast for the week. I'm going to be starting off with the tarot cards to give me an overview of what the incoming energy looks like, as well as going into the oracle cards for the advice from Spirit. This is going to be for all of my water signs, whether you are a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Please take, we're gonna get started, but also this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what does not. Okay, so let's see what the incoming energy is looking like for this week. This will be until from today till the 24th. So today is the 17th through the 24th. What is the incoming energy? I feel like something just popped. Yes, it did. Look at that. Okay. Here's that one. Oh, okay. That had just, okay. We're going to just take the ones that were flipped over, and we're going to put these back. Is there anything else for my air signs for this week? And I hope you're all having a great week. And I hope you guys had a nice week. I mean, it's pretty crazy right now, not gonna lie, but I hope you're able to find some peace in all of it. So we're gonna just take that, move these rest of these to the side. So starting off, we have the Two of Pentacles. Let's see, and then we have the Nine of Cups and the Strength, and then lastly we have the Two of Wands in reverse. And then ending with the Ace of Cups. That's so cute. I love it. Okay. This is very interesting. So let's move this a little. Put this right. So starting off with the Two of Pentacles, I see that there's a bit of a balancing act coming in for you air signs this week, especially. With this Nine of Cups in reverse, I kind of see a little bit of an unfulfilled kind of an energy. And what I'm seeing too, it's balancing between, so this Two of Wands in reverse, I'm seeing this pretty significantly, is about making a choice. And I feel like there's kind of a lack of choice between what can help give you this self-fulfillment. And I do see for this incoming week, there may be an offer of some kind with this Ace of Cups, but it's going to take a lot of strength to discern, what is good for you, what will help give you self-fulfillment, what will be your abundance, what feels abundant to you. I'm kind of getting a couple of things, like this cup, I don't know, I'm seeing there's this, this witch's brew here with this chalice and this overfill of cup. And what I'm seeing too, I'm seeing a lot of twos. First of all, there's the Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands. Also in the Ace of Cups, there's these two birds. And I'm looking at the charms too, and Gemini is about the twins, Libra is about balance. So I am seeing a lot of choices in regards to a choice of some kind, whether it's someone coming in with an offer and deciding whether that offer is for you or not, or just balancing between your plans, or maybe plans that have fallen through, and your self-fulfillment. But at the core of all this is the Strength card. The Strength is ruled by Leo, which is a fire sign. The Strength is all about, endurance and kind of riding the wave, and kind of see how all of these, there's a little tornado, there's a tornado in the back, and it's kind of being strong and courageous and resilient during this maybe shaky time, because when I'm seeing this Ace of Cups, generally it resembles new love or self-love, but I also can see this as like a shady deal, like a shady offer. Like maybe, you know, they come with very sweet words, they're very charming, and they know exactly how to make you feel like, oh yeah, this is totally for me. But there's like some hidden intentions behind it or hidden motivations. So I think that's like kind of, maybe you've fallen for this in the past, or maybe that this has been like a, when I see this infinity symbol, it's like this reoccurring cycle. And it ends up making you feel unfulfilled. It's like, I went through this plan, I went through, you know, whatever this person was offering me, but at the end of the day, I didn't feel fulfilled. Like, it just made me feel more detached or more like unsure and more unclear. Wow. So I feel like this week it's going to take a bit of strength, a little bit of endurance to go in. But I don't see this, I see it more as getting clear with what fulfills you, what makes you feel abundant. And maybe like abundance in the sense that it's not money, or it's not, you know, tangible items. Maybe it's an energetic feeling of abundance. You know, you don't have to, you can feel abundant without having like a lot of stuff, if that makes sense. Like you can just sit with yourself and just kind of imagine in like the land of potential, and imagine what abundance feels like. Abundance is feeling safe. It's a feeling like you have more than enough. And more than enough of what though? More than enough time, more than enough energy, more than enough enthusiasm and charisma and passion and, you know, ideas. And that's like where I'm seeing with this Two of Wands. The Two of Wands, it talks about like choices and planning, and, you know, upright, it's kind of like you have, it's like looking at the world in your hands and kind of like examining the world and where you want to place yourself. Which it simultaneously, having plans is a good thing, but sometimes it can be a lot of overwhelming too, because there's like the whole world in your hands. What do you do with all of this information? What do you do with all this stuff? So I think in this week especially, it's asking you to take a look at sit with yourself, meditate on the question: what does abundance look like? What does abundance feel like? What does abundance, you know, look like to you, specifically to you? Abundance, you know, it's a very general term, so it can mean so many different things for so many different people. So let this be a focus for you for this week, my air signs. So let's look into the oracle cards to see what Spirit's advice for you is. Excuse me. I just like suddenly had a little lump in my throat. I was like, oh, I don't want to cough. I was like, I don't have COVID. It was just a little lump in my throat. But I'm also realizing that I'm talking to a camera, so excuse me. So this is the Everyday Witch Tarot, by the way, and all of the decks that I use can be found in the description box down below. So yeah, I would check that out. This is the Moonology Oracle cards. See what's Spirit's advice coming week. This incoming week. What does Spirit want you to know? Spirit's advice for this. Okay, we're just gonna take these two because they kind of just like lopped out. All right. Ooh, okay. All right, so let's take a look. So starting off, we have it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio, and followed by don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. So first of all, I'm noticing 2 full moons, so there is definitely something to release in the during this upcoming week. Well, negativity is one of them, but also this pride. And I'm seeing with this Leo, it's like having strength to, you know, confront things that, like these offers, and, you know, pride, sometimes you take, you know, you don't want to reject. So you're constantly taking unhealthy cups and taking like cups of sludge. And I think it's like, you know, there's pride to kind of like a negative degree where it's like you're so prideful that you're like, I'm not going to resist. I'm not going to just, have no boundaries, but I'm just going to take whatever I can get. But also pride is like rejecting all the offers too, because it's like, oh, well, nothing's good enough for me. And in doing so, it kind of gives you that, like, you don't know what you're, I guess that's kind of where I'm feeling is like the indecision to make a choice of what you want to do, whether it's like to take or to give or to release or to, you know, it's a lot of it is very like ego forward, and I feel like just allowing the ego to be, you know, kind of like take that back. The ego has its purpose. I do, you know, the ego was there to protect you from getting hurt and from feeling, you know, like you're being like under attack, or, you know, getting these negative energies. And maybe the ego has helped you in the past, but I feel like it's time to release like unhealthy pride in a way. And it takes a lot of strength to do so. It takes a lot of strength to like call yourself out on your bullshit. It takes a lot of strength to, you know, recognize that yes, you had this plan and it may have been a great plan, and sometimes it just didn't fall through the way you wanted to. But staying in this unfulfilled energy doesn't help you. It doesn't help anybody. And I feel like, you know, allowing yourself to take a look at the bigger picture and taking a look at the offers as its whole. Like, there are offers coming, I see, but getting a good picture and perspective on what the cup has for you. So that's interesting. I like that. Release. Maybe it's good to have like a we're coming into another full moon, right? Ooh, okay, maybe this full moon is a good time to have a releasing ritual. Write down everything you want to release during this full moon, and get a little ritual for yourself, write it all out, and then burn it. Imagine it going off into the universe, giving it back to spirit, and allowing spirit to transmute that one man's trash is another man's treasure type of situation. Maybe these energies don't serve you anymore, but maybe if you release it, it can transform and transmute into motivation for someone else, or transmute into productive energy for somebody else. So that's what I'm seeing here. Let's look into the last oracle cards deck for the last advice from spirit. This is the Wild Offering Oracle. Let's see what else. What is spirit's advice for air signs for this incoming week? What is spirit's advice for air signs? Ooh, okay, that was far too many. Okay, we're gonna start over. Look at me not being able to shuffle. Excuse me. Okay, we're just going to. I'm having like, whoa. So I just had like a sudden like my ear on my left ear just went like muffled. Like I went kind of like deaf a little bit on my left ear. So maybe that's like a sign. Like as I was shuffling, I was getting that like ringing in my ear. So yeah, I definitely think this like spirit has like a message for you. Oh, look at that. Okay, so let's take a look. This says creative blocks. It says, if you are an artist of any kind, you can offer all work to the divine. Make it God's alone. I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. So, take a look at it. Maybe if you want to take a screenshot of this card and keep it for you as a reminder that it's okay to have, it's okay when you get creative blocks once in a while. And being the artist of your own life, that tends to happen. Blocks happen. And I feel like this pride, it's like, you had an intention, you wanted this project, this endeavor to go so well, and then life happens, and then things don't work out. And then because of the pride, it's like, well, I'm not going to let that, it's not worth my time, or this is this. And it's like, it's okay to have blocks here and there. But, when you take a look at the bigger picture, you see maybe there's a reason for this block. Maybe there's a reason for the delay. Maybe there's a reason for why it's not panning out the way it is. And I think it is Spirit's asking you to you know, allow, you know, co-create with spirit a little bit, co-create with the universe. Ask the spirit, ask the universe, why is there this block, and see where the answers take you. Maybe it's, you know, you have like an inspiration for a new project, or incorporating that with the old project to make the old project more solid, more foundational. So yeah. So I see a lot of things happening for you this week, air signs. Blocks being removed. See, we're releasing stuff. We're releasing these, you know, blocks and restrictions, and, you know, not conforming to one idea of abundance and self-fulfillment. So I love that. So this is your card reading. I'm going to go into the charms to get some more information. We're going to grab the baggie, and I am still going to use the diagrams. Let's see. Air signs. Okay, so this pandas have been coming out this a lot in these energy check-in readings. So maybe pandas are like super important right now, but I'm seeing like this lollipop in the travel and the self, and it's like taking in the sweetness of your journey. It's like, you know, we focus so much of what didn't work that we sometimes neglect the things that do work and the things that are so sweet in our everyday lives. It may be like, and maybe right now it feels a little mundane. It feels a little boring. It feels a little bland. But there's so much sweetness in the mundane. There's so much, you know, it may be boring, but you're safe. It may be boring, but you're secure. You don't have to worry about, if you have the opportunity to be bored, then you're blessed. And I think that's something to be definitely grateful for. And with this key and this heart too being on the money section, I feel like you're unlocking, the financial aspects. Maybe it has to do with this creative block by giving it to love and using your love to lean into this project and where you want the project or endeavor to go to. And travel too. Maybe your project has to do with travel. So I'm seeing that for you. And then I see this little, this is so cute. It's a little cat. It's a tiny little cat charm. And I'm seeing that as like, cats are very independent. They are very, very independent. But they're also like they don't trust easy. But once they do, it's kind of like that lion, that tribe type of energy. If you can get a cat to love you, they will love you forever. You know what I mean? Like, it takes a lot of work and effort to get a cat to trust you. But once they do, you're good. And it feels so much like rewarding when that happens, right? And then, so let's look into these. So we have brave and hope in this friends section. So I think it's having, hope in your friends and your, being brave when it comes to maybe reaching out to your friends to support you on this journey, to support you on your, your new project and your endeavors. There's also this letter C, so maybe someone has the first initial C in their name, or maybe C is company, companionship, your friends, your cohorts, the people that you consider your friends. Maybe it's giving you hope, and maybe you need to reach out to those, your friend groups to give you more motivation and hype you up. Sometimes we just need a little bit of hype to get started and kickstart on this project. So don't be afraid to reach out to your friends to help you, figure this out along your way, and maybe give you just some, some advice. Maybe not even advice, just some energetic support, just some love. And with this charm here, it's a triangle, but it's like upside down, so it kind of gives me like water sign. So the water sign is the triangle upside down, and so I'm getting a lot of water sign in this love area. So I think this is kind of talking about putting more compassion and love into becoming more aware of your love life, or at least in the aspect of love, bringing more compassion into that field. And love can be romantic, of course, but it could also be the self, right? having more compassion for yourself, love for your family, love for your friends. You know, I think it's just in general, love as a whole, putting more, understanding, compassion, where, not everyone has the same love languages as you, and not a lot of people show love the same way you do. So I think it's like coming from an understanding, oh, this person has their way of showing me love, and kind of seeing where it's coming from, right? So, yep, this is the charms for you. Let's take a look. There you have it. And yeah, that is going to be the end of the reading for you, air signs. Please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if this reading resonated with you. If you haven't already, let me know in the comments if you do enjoy these charms. I enjoy the charms, so I probably will just keep doing it. You could always click off if you don't like the charms after I'm done with the cards portion, but I'm having fun, and I hope you're having fun too. And yeah, please check out the description box for other information. And I will see you all in the energy check-in readings, okay? I'll talk to you later, air signs. Bye.